Rhonda, thank you for taking the time to talk with me today. And you are a volunteer with the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society's Light the Night event. How did you get involved?
So 5 years ago, we had a CBH team member family diagnosed with leukemia. And so it kind of brought it to the front and center for all of us. And so 5 years ago, we decided, Brad Larondo actually reached out from Boise State. He was part of Light the Night committee, and he reached out and said, "Hey, would you like to be involved?" And I was like, do you realize what's happening in our company right now, that it's, front and center for us, and that we absolutely would love to be involved.
All right, so the timing was perfect, and
it really was.
And your purpose was kind of decided before you even knew that the opportunity was to step forward, right? So what has this meant to you to be a part of this, and what has it meant to your team?
So, it's interesting. After we signed up, and obviously our entire team knew about the family member who was diagnosed with leukemia. And so you want to jump in and give and serve and help in some form or fashion. At our first company meeting, after we had signed up for this, I said, there was, roughly 200 of us in this company meeting. And I said, would you do me a favor? And would you stand up if you've been affected some way, by cancer, by leukemia, anything? Would you just stand up if there's been a family member, a friend? And I'm telling you, probably 70% of our team stood up. Mm-hmm. And so we understood how important it was, not just only for that teammate, but for so many of our, teammates in general, the community. And so the ability to give back, to help, and to serve has been what this has been all about. Right? You want to do something when someone is hurting or sick, or you want to run at it. And we felt like the LLS Light the Night was the best way for us to give back and help through all of this.
Yes, and they're doing so much to help those that are diagnosed with blood cancers, and the research and helping with their family. And I know we've talked time and time again too about the research that the Leukemia Lymphoma Society has done, has not only impacted the progress and successful outcomes for blood cancers, but also other cancers as well. So I'm so glad to hear you talk about the fact that you asked your team to not only reflect on blood cancers, but cancer in general, because this really is a much bigger picture involvement and type of event. So when it comes to the event, though, the Light the Night, there are 3 balloons. They all represent something different. There's 3 colors. What color are you guys going to be carrying? Which one are you going to carry personally?
So definitely the red Light the Night balloon. And you can actually see, hopefully you can see my screen behind me here. And that is just so important to us. And we're honored to carry the red balloon and to just help with the research and the cure and all of this. So we're pretty excited around here. It's really, really special for our team and for all of us.
It's a beautiful picture over your shoulder, the sea of red, which is the reflection of support for this event. And if people are watching and they've heard about it, they've wanted to participate, but they're just not too sure, what do you say?
You could do the same type of thing. I would, like I asked the company, do you know someone that's affected by this? And if you do, don't you want to give back? Don't you want to serve? Don't you want to help? I think that's just a normal human thing. And this is the easiest way to do it, right? And I have to tell you, Light the Night is one of absolutely hands down my favorite events, but think about that. I think if you were to ask yourself the question, the answer would be yes. And I would love to help fund the research. And I would love knowing that anything that I give and do towards this cause is going to help patients. It's going to support the research, the cure, the advancement of all of these drug therapies, all of this to help. I think it'd be an easy yes. At least I think
Absolutely.
It would be.
Yes, no, I couldn't agree more. And for those right now that would like to join, where can they go?
So head on over to lightthenight.org / it would be events / Boise.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. Really appreciate everything that you and your team are doing to help bring some light to the darkness of cancer.
Oh, thanks so much. I love the opportunity to share something I'm so passionate about.